So, Robbie, a 2-1 defeat away to Billericay. Deja vu, really, isn't it?
Unbelievable. I mean, what do I say? I'm sort of like, I thought we were different class. The movement, the patterns we had, we just didn't have that killer instinct. And then the 2 goals are just absolutely shocking. I mean, they resorted to just long balls, and then centre half don't deal with a 70-yard pass. You know, we're trying to do things on the edge of the box that we shouldn't do, just get hold of it. And then, you know, when you look at the game, Pete, they haven't had a chance in the first half, and we were 1-0 down. And we'd had chances to score, good chances, and we just shot ourselves in the foot. And unfortunately for us, we've just got a couple of areas that we're not aggressive enough, and we're too weak at the minute. And it's up to us to sort them, because I think anybody watching that game would see we're not far away from, like, you know, we're coming to a team that's 3rd in the league, and we've absolutely bopped them all over. But unfortunately, the result matters. But what I would say is the bigger picture is we ain't far away, mate. We ain't far away from being, you know, we've come off a really good result on Monday against Gosport, and the game today could have been exactly the same. You know, they've had 4 chances in the game and scored 2 goals, and 2 preventable goals. We just get bullied for the first goal, which is poor, and then we get bullied for the second goal in a couple of duels down on the left-hand side, and then which results in the lad cutting in when he once he goes wide, cutting in and cutting it back near post. Just feel for the players in many ways, but also if you don't understand and you don't listen and you don't get it, you're going to have pain all the time. And unfortunately, we don't want, as staff or as a club, we don't want pain all the time. We want players to get it and understand it, because if we can, we're going to be so much better off.
But it is credit now, isn't it? I thought that was our best away performance of the season.
By
really.
a country mile, mate. But anybody who knows football and watches football will go, wow. But we've lost. We've lost. We've lost a game with 4 chances. They've had 4 chances in the game, and we've lost to a team that doesn't really. They if you look at their record, in 10 games they've scored 13 and conceded 6. So that tells me they win games by the odd goal like they have today. But I guarantee you now, the amount of chances we've created today, not many teams will have created that many chances as what we created today. And how we've lost, I'm not saying how we not won, but how we've lost is completely beyond me. But like I said to the boys, you can do all the stuff that you need necessary. If you lose duels in important areas and you don't deal with long balls, you get punished, which we have. In the first goal is one long ball, 70 yards over the top, and we just don't deal with it. And from all the play, from all the chances, we're 1-0 down at half-time. And it's like, what do you say to the players? What do you say? And if they don't, the hard part is, if they don't learn from it, they're not going to be good enough to play for us. That's the bottom line, because we're trying to build something. We've got a lot of local young lads in, and we're trying, and I think you see the patterns, what we're trying to do. In my opinion, the patterns are brilliant. And you don't very rarely, I'm not saying we're this, me and Jamie that, I'm not saying that, but it's very difficult to replicate them patterns that we're trying to do at this level. And we're so close to being good, but yet we've lost again. And you think, that's 5 games away from home we've lost. And when you look at it, Chatham, yeah, debatable. Cheshunt was a calamity. Other than that, Whitehawk, they had 3 chances going up the hill and scored. Hornchurch, we started okay, then we had a man sent off, and then we end up losing that game. And then today it's just like, it's a head freeze to like, oh, we lost.
Well, unfortunately, lost Ben Anderson at half-time.
Yeah,
we thought he was playing well in the first half.
He's brilliant.
And him and Burgess formed a good partnership in there, but he did receive a late challenge. The referee did play at advantage. Yeah, is it the same ankle injury?
No, it's not an ankle. No. It's his heel, apparently. So he might be a little bit sore there, which is tough. But we're going to have to see. But I thought, to be fair, Pete, I thought everyone first half was exceptional. I mean, final third, probably what we could say is we could have been a little bit better with our choices. But I think in the main we played really well in the first half. Second half we controlled the game, I thought, unless I'm watching a different game. And like I say, even at 1-1, I'd have to look back. I don't know whether we've gone a little bit too more gung-ho, but we don't tell the players out of possession to stay high. We don't say the front four just stay as a front four. We ask, like we had in the first half, a good structure with good people being in good areas. But even then, you know, we've come unstuck to losing out with a couple of duels. And you've got to be men, Pete. You've got to be men. And just in a few areas, we're just lacking a little bit of that. It's not criticism, but, you know, we're just lacking a little bit there.
Yeah, well, we've seen Spencer Spurway come in on the bench today.
Yeah.
We know he can play a number of positions. How useful is he going to be?
Yeah, hopefully, you know, Spence would come in. He's only just come in, so he hasn't really trained with us. He's only had one small training session with us. He'll be involved Tuesday, weather permitting, if the game's on, hopefully. And we can give a few of the other lads that need game time some game time. And, yeah, but it's just so frustrating because for me, Pete, I always try and be honest. And how we've lost that game is beyond me, but also it isn't beyond me because we're doing too many mistakes and too many errors.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And what happens is teams don't have to have a lot of ball; they take the chance. That's what I'm saying, and we don't ever really, in my opinion, get other teams making the same mistakes we make in vital areas.
We saw Tommy Lee Higgs come on. First touch, win a free kick, second free kick. What a goal. He done well when he came on,
Yeah,
didn't
he done well, yeah. But even like Tom, I said to Tom after the game, you've got to understand what we're trying to do philosophy-wise. And he accepts it, but he's done well. It's a great finish. It's just a shame that we didn't get anything from it.
Have you got a message for the fans? Fantastic again.
Brilliant.
It's a hard one, isn't it? Because they know by the players coming up to them at the end, we did deserve something out of that game, and I think the fans know it, but just to keep them upbeat.
Yeah, no, listen, I don't think you have to keep them upbeat. I think they're just great supporters, that they're knowledgeable supporters. They travel everywhere, and what you've got is you've got a young team playing really good football. You know, it's enjoyable to watch, but also I'm not stupid that supporters want wins as well. And I don't think we're that far away from turning this corner. And I think you've seen today a group of players, but we've got a lot of young players, Pete. You know, we ain't got that experience of, you know, so we have to be patient and take time while we don't want to be patient, if that makes any sense. But there's a lot of positives to take, but there's a few negatives that we keep happening all the time. It's like, you know, when you watch that game at White Hart, going this one, they had 3 chances going up the hill and scored 3. And people who were not there will go, well, yeah, but it's factual. They've had 4 chances, scored 2 goals. What, the first half, I don't even think Ryan touched a ball hardly. For irrelevant, you know, so anyway, but I want to thank the supporters. It's brilliant support, and you know, we'll be trying ever so much to put it right next week, and obviously Tuesday as well.
Cheers, Robbie. Thank you.
Cheers.